July is the month that we Americans celebrate our great nation's birthday, and we pause to remember all of the men and women and their families, past and present, who have been willing to and have sacrificed their lives for our freedoms. Today, let us mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. This is a painting by Thomas Kincaid, an American artist. For my painting, The Light of Freedom, I turn to my faith in God, my love for my fellow man, and my pride in America and what we are made of, what we stand for. The billowing clouds in the heavens remind us that despite our challenges, God surely shed His grace on this land. Now is the time for each of us that we must summon our courage and strength so that the light of freedom will forever illuminate this great country of ours. I would like for all of us to stand and pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and remain standing while Ruth Wood, our own marketing director, leads us in singing the national anthem, The Star-Spangled Banner, written by Francis Scott Key.
Please join with me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread the way, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. You may be seated.
If you've attended a funeral honoring a veteran who served our country, perhaps you witnessed the folding of the flag that once covered the casket of a loved one. Each of the 13 folds of the flag holds great significance. At the ceremony of retreat, a daily observance at bases during which all personnel pay respect to the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold, and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold signifies our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and tribute of the veteran departing our ranks and who gave a portion of his or her life for the defense of our country to attain peace. The fourth fold exemplifies our weaker nature as citizens trusting in God. It is to Him we turn for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is an acknowledgement to our country, for in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong. The sixth fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our heart that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all enemies. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day, and to honor our mother, for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is an honor to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded. The 10th fold is a tribute to Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country. The 11th fold, in the eyes of Hebrew citizens, represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold, in the eyes of a Christian citizen, represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies in their eyes God the Father, the Son, and Holy Ghost. The last fold, when the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God We Trust."
To my husband from his godfather and uncle from World War I.
Back two.
More fast. Go back. Way back. Back it up. Two heels. Back to it. More fast. Back it up. Scoot it. Two heels. Back two up two. More fast. More to the front. Great line. Back it up with the knee. Scoot it. Two heels. Back two up two. More fast. Turn. Exactly. Great line. Back it up. Scoot. Two heels. Back two. More fast. Turn. Great line. And back it up with the knee.
Just don't
Scoot.
think you understand.
Two heels.
And if you tell
Back two
my
up
heart,
two.
mine be breaking
More
heart.
fast.
He might blow up and kill his town.
I'm gonna go. Back up. Scoot. Two heels. Back two up two. More fast. Turn. Play the piano. Back it up. Scoot. Two heels. Back two up two. More fast. Everybody. Woo!
I think we're gonna, that was Ed Lobani, Jim Yannick, Jim Moreland, and Ann Moreland, Marion Whitehills, and Sally Grant. We're gonna see another mixed variety of talent as Jim O'Donnell, two different talents here. He's going to be accompanied by Marjorie Smith on the piano, but he's going to play the violin. in Marionette's was stimulated while he and his wife were on vacation in St. Augustine in the 1970s. After reading the pamphlets that came with his marionettes, he began to practice and caught on very quickly, and you'll see that in just a few minutes. With lots and lots of practice, he began to visit hospitals, schools, churches, and assisted living places. So he's on.
This is Louis. No, hi. And this is Louis' girlfriend, Isabella. Louis loves her. Now, pick it up.
Good morning, Mrs. McGillicuddy. How are you today? Remember me? Oh, I'm Milton Melton, your driving instructor. You remember, why am I wearing the helmet? Well, considering yesterday, when you backed into the garage door and forgot to open the door, I decided it might be a good idea to wear it today. Let's start the car. Oh. You don't remember how? Okay. Well, first of all, we use the key, but let's back up just a minute. Let's practice the gear shifts first. Now, remember, you have to put in the clutch. The clutch, Mrs. McGillicuddy. That's the one on the left over there. And you use your left foot on the clutch. The other three pedals in there. The left foot does the clutch, and then the right foot does the brake, and the right foot does the gas. No, not at all at the same time. Just put the clutch in right now, and that's all we do right now. Now I want you to let me have your hand, and I will show you the gears. Here's the gears. There's one. See, it has a little one up there. And then there's two. Come straight down, and you kind of go diagonally up. And there's three. That's third gear. And then come straight down again for fourth gear. That little R, oh, that's a cute little R, isn't it? It's for reverse. We'll use that in just a few minutes. Now let's start the car. Go back to first gear. Now start the car. With the key. That's the little thing right there in the hole. Put the key in and turn it on. And you're in first gear. Now you have to take the clutch out and put ease out on the clutch and put down on the gas. Yes, you can do that. They're simultaneous. Up with the left, down with the right at the same time. Kind of go easy about this. This is McGillicuddy. You got to get it out of first gear. We got to get it in second gear. So we got to get. No, let's stop. Okay, let's start over. You're in first gear. Now you want to go to that cute little 2. Well, I know we started with the cute little 1, but now with the cute little 2. So let's start again. We'll start with 1 and then we'll go to 2. Remember, you have to put the clutch in to get the 2. All right, here we go. I'm going to guide you, I hope. Okay. Turn the car on again. Put the clutch in, turn the car on. Now we're going to go into first and we're going to go a little bit. Now we're going to put the clutch in, off on the gas, clutch in. Now shift down to 2. Now, again, up with the clutch, with the left foot, and down with the gas. And so now we're going to go again. Oh, we got to go in reverse now. Okay. Remember what you do in reverse. We're going to turn left, so that means you've got to turn the steering wheel to the right. I know Mrs. McGillicuddy, but in reverse, well, never mind. Just do what I tell you to do. So we're going to start, we're going to go in reverse and turn. Since we're going to go to the right, turn to the left. That means the back of the car will go to the right. I hope. I'm not real sure about this sometimes. Okay. We'll go in reverse. Now we're going to go into first gear again. How do we get that? Well, we go from reverse. We've got to go back over here to 1. Put the clutch in, Mrs. McGillicuddy. The clutch. Not the brake, not the gas. The clutch. Put the clutch in. I'm not real sure about this job at all. I guess I can do this. All right, Mrs. McGillicuddy, we're going to go in traffic. Now, it's very, very important that you listen to every single word I say and do it. Don't do anything else. Don't do any less. Just do what I ask you to do. So we're going into traffic. We're backed up in the traffic now. Okay. Go into first step. Put the clutch in. Ease off on the gas. Clutch in. Shift into first. Okay. Off on the clutch. Down on the gas. Easy, Mrs. McGillicuddy. We're in traffic. Okay. We're in first now. Let's get back in the second now. So we've got to put the clutch in, off on the gas, in with the clutch, pull it back in the second. And then we go down on the gas, up on the clutch. Easy. We don't want to jerk out here anymore. So, okay, now we're in traffic. Oh, Lord. We're in traffic. All right, let's try third gear. Third? Okay, we're going in third. So you're in second now. You're down here. Clutch in, off on the gas, shift it up into third. Yes, it is a little bit of diagonal here, but you can do it. We're in third gear. Now, we're driving now, Mrs. McGillicuddy. How'd you get in reverse? What did you do that for? Because I said start from the beginning. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean start from the garage beginning. Mrs. McGillicuddy, turn the car off. I can't do this anymore. You are not driving. I've had it with this. You just take care of yourself. I'm out of here. But this is Betty Burkett, Jerry Poisonelli, George Johnson, Gene Johnson, Marge Wood, Tommy Thomas, Lois Eckert, and Joyce Mixer with Bill Owen. Good luck, Bill.
Hi, folks. That's a good-looking audience out there. Wow, I didn't realize how huge it was. Best audience I've been in front of for a long time. You enjoying the show so far? Yeah. Okay. I've had a lot of privileges to introduce many groups over the years. And I'm really privileged right now to bring out one of the most sought after, most talented groups you'll ever come across. As my idol Al Jolson used to say, folks, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because here they are, direct from the hills of Tennessee, the wonderful Breakfast Hooter Tooters. Here they are. I said, Al Jolson said, you ain't seen nothing yet. More coming up in a minute. You know, it's so much fun to meet the many interesting people here. Rolling Green Village. They come from all walks of life, many experiences. I talked to one man the other day, had an experience at the airport recently. He went to check in his luggage and he said, could you do me a favor and send one bag to Chicago, one to Philadelphia, and one to Miami? The person said, sir, I don't think we can do that. He said, why not? You did it last week. Another gentleman told me he took his old car in for servicing recently. He wanted to know what condition it was in. So the mechanic looked it over for a few minutes and came back with a report. He said, what do you think, mechanic? He said, I'll tell you this. I'll put it this way. If your car was a horse, I'd shoot it. And another man told me his wife caught him in his office one time. He had a big job. Vice president of a huge firm in New York years ago. And his wife dropped in unexpectedly one day in his office. And when she walked in, she saw this beautiful secretary sitting in his lap. Well, he had to think fast, and he did. He said, oh dear, come on in. Things are quiet here, so I was just practicing to be a ventriloquist. That's quick thing. Okay, there's more coming up. Here it is. Okay, we're going to be asking the audience pretty soon to join in because I know there's a lot of hidden talent out there. We'll bring you out. But Yankee Doodle reminds me, the very first joke I think I ever heard as a little boy. The man said, what's the difference between a Yankee and a rooster and a spinster? He said, well, the Yankee goes Yankee Doodle Doo, the rooster goes Cock-a-doodle Doo, and the spinster says, any doodle doo. There's a lot of long-time marriages here. 40 years, 50, 60, 70. It's just incredible. But you know, sometimes people get married too young. An instance, I read about this couple the other day. They got married quite young. And when they got their divorce, they argued over who gets the acne medication. That's pretty young. And finally, there's an elderly couple in Building E where I happen to reside. The other night, she told me she woke up in the middle of the night. The lights are burning brightly in the bathroom. The water's running. She says, dear, what are you doing in there, brushing your teeth? He says, yes, hon. And while I was here, I decided I'd brush yours, too. Okay, well, we're gonna put some words up on the screen, right? And I think you can sing along and give it all you got. It's our finale.
I hesitated about doing this, but then I asked Evelyn Morrison, she agreed with me that we all need a little preaching every now and then. And I think it's very precisely what we need sometimes. We need to be reminded of what our freedoms are and how precious, how costly, how precarious our freedom really is. So if you'll read that quote with me, we'll read it together. Freedom is never more than a generation from extinction. We did not pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on to them to do the same. And one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States when men were free. So, as we read this quote and think about it, live your life to its fullest. Vote to guard your freedoms. Laugh often. And love all. Y'all, thank you for coming. Have a great day. That's all, folks.